Hey Kinkies, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about what really works and what doesn't work for our hair, all about the truth about home remedies, what actually happens. And in these home remedies that I'm going to take you through, these are all the remedies that I've tried, or maybe part of the ones that I've tried, but I'm going to take you through how they work, how they did not work for me, or why they don't work for a lot of people that have tried them, what really happens, because we all want our hair to grow, and we have that thing, or we want our hair to grow faster, but we believe in everything. We'll be like, okay, maybe something works, everything works. We need to figure out what goes in through that. So now let's dive in through that. Let's unpack everything about it. Firstly, we're going to start with rice water. We know the normal way of preparing rice water is basically just having a little bit amount of rice into a jar, add some water, maybe leave it in for about 2 weeks, things like that. And then when you start applying it to your hair, you feel like, okay, your hair is going to grow. But what really pushes that, we feel like it's going to work because it has that strong smell. So we feel like because of that, it's going to work a lot more for our hair. But that is not the case. Rice water actually works best as a conditioner. It's not really a conditioner, but it makes your hair feel smoother as if you used a conditioner. That's how it works. So it helps your hair to be a lot more smooth. It improves the elasticity. So this is how rice water works. So basically when you apply it to your hair is starting to feel a little bit more soft for other people, and also the breakage might reduce for other people. So that can help you to retain length. And by that, you may feel like, okay, maybe that's new hair growing, but that's not your hair growing new. It's more like a conditioner, but not really a conditioner. It feels more like that. So it doesn't really work like a hair growth remedy. Many people are confusing retaining length with a new growth. So when you start to see your hair being with a lot more volume than it used to before, the ends are starting to look a little bit healthier, because it does help to restore the hair for some people, because it doesn't work for many people. So that can be the confusion, and you might feel like maybe it does work for your hair. And many people that you see try it, their hair looks shiny, they look beautiful, and that is what it does. It doesn't actually stimulate hair growth. It doesn't do that. Okay, now we're diving into the big one, onion water. This one has a very strong smell, so people believe that, you know what, this one has to work. But the truth is that it does help other people. Well, with some other tests, it did work for other people, but I can say about 90% of the people that have tried it, it did not work for them. So I can say it was approved after small tests, and then that was when they were like, okay, maybe this works, but it doesn't really work. It's more like it contains the sulfur. So because of the sulfur in it, it helps keep our hair very strong. It can make our hair very strong. So they'd be like, okay, your hair gets strong, it doesn't break. That means it's gonna grow longer, which doesn't make sense. And the most believed myth is that onion water or onion juice can grow your hair in about 2 weeks or in like less than 3 months, and your hair is going to be very big. You can grow from like this tiny to this. It doesn't work like that. When it comes to hair care, it's not about what you apply to your hair and then suddenly you get it, it's like very big. It doesn't work like that. The people that it has worked for, but many people, it doesn't work for many people like that. Okay, so if you have, maybe you feel like, okay, if you try onion water, you continue trying it, it'll work. It's not like that. And many of us, we believe that just because a product has a very strong smell, it must definitely work, things like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Products are not supposed to smell bad. Remedies are not supposed to smell bad just to show you that they can work. I think that is more of what we're made to believe when it comes to hair care, that something must have a very strong smell for it to work for us. Now, this is what I've tried also, and this is something that works for me and a lot of other people. I can tell that they've tried this and it works. This is aloe vera gel, but I use it more as a pre-poo, so I use it to detangle my hair or anything. And also you need to be very careful when preparing it, because you don't want irritations and things like that. So when it comes to aloe vera gel, it can get very itchy, so it's something that you need to be soaking first before you extract the gel and blend it and whatever. So there's a lot of work that goes into making the aloe vera gel. But if you want something that you can say, okay, this is the home remedy that I depend on for a beginner, I'm gonna tell you that go for aloe vera gel. It's smooth, it's nice, it's very easy to start with, and it's very easy for you to make and go with it. So I can say it has worked for a lot of people. It just depends on how you use it. You can infuse it in the oils and the butters, things like that. But my advice is that when you use it as a pre-poo treatment, because you don't want to use a wet ingredient into the oils and the butters unless it is dried. If it's not dried, don't do it. But if it's dried, that's okay. So that's how aloe vera actually works. And also, this is a detailed breakdown of how aloe vera works, okay? So aloe vera contains enzymes that remove the dirt from the scalp, more like cleanses the scalp. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like it works on the scalp, removing dead cells, things like that. So now the scalp is going to be very clean, very healthy, and that is going to help stimulate new growth, because when the scalp is healthy and it's breathing well, that is how it works. So it doesn't just magically grow your hair. It's more like a realistic way of saying this helps me grow my hair, but it doesn't really mean, okay, you try this remedy and then immediately the hair grows big, okay? It's more like it helps the scalp health, and when the scalp is healthy, the hair is gonna grow more. And that is why for some people it does not work. So it's not really a remedy that I can say this is a definite one and it's gonna work for everyone. No, but it's something worth trying. Unlike onion water, rice water, those ones, I don't know if they work for you, great, but for me, I don't believe in them. The meats and all those, I've tried them, they did not work. Other people have tried them that I see are being realistic about it, and it did not work for them. So if you're someone that is trying to start their hair growth journey, I'm going to tell you, be realistic with your hair growth journey. Afro needs a lot more than home remedies. It needs a lot of care, hydration, moisturizing, all of that, and proper protective hairstyles that don't hurt your scalp, don't hurt your hair. So it's very, very important to prioritize your scalp health always before anything else. So before you get to the hair and everything, make sure your scalp is always clean and nice. Wash your hair weekly, things like that, because the scalp is also part of your skin. So you can imagine what happens to your skin if you don't bath or wash it or anything for a while. So you don't want the buildups and everything. So the scalp is very, very sensitive. You need to cleanse it, you need to wash it, all those. So that's all about it today. I hope this was very, very helpful to you. If there's more that you'd like to know, if there's more that you're trying to figure out, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be creating a lot more for you, and all that you've been needing, I'll always be here to help. Thank you for watching. Bye.